Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a first impression review of the new fragrance from Carolina Herrera, Bad Boy Elixir. Now, I have not smelled this yet, and to be very honest with you, I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to the line of Bad Boy. I only have one in my collection, and I believe it's a Cobalt Flanker, but this is their newest 2025 release, and I saw many comments from my viewers wanting me to give my feedback on it, so I went out and picked up a bottle. We're gonna unbox it, we're gonna smell it, and I'm not exactly sure what the Bad Boy line is really known for, but this one is supposed to be centered around leather. Now I know that the one Bad Boy fragrance that I have in my collection is not a leather scent, so I'm interested to see how Carolina Herrera can give us something hopefully new. So pretty standard packaging. I'm not going to assault your ears with the plastic. Okay. Oh, that's funny. On the inside, it gives a graphic on how to actually spray the perfume. That's so funny. I wonder how many people open it and then can't figure out how to spray it. Like, how many emails did Carolina Herrera have to get before they put that on the packaging? Oh, wow, okay. Cool color, it's kind of orangey, like amber colored. Do I like the bottle design of Bad Boy? It's not my favorite, but it's also not the worst. Like, I think the worst of the worst for me is going to be like Phantom from Paco Rabanne. I can kind of get behind some of the more like chusky, like gimmicky bottles. Like, I do love Good Girl, which was one of my first fragrances in my collection ever. I know the heel is a little silly, but I think that it's a little juvenile, but it's not bad. Leave a comment down below what you think about the bottle designs, because you know, it's important. Sometimes it can take away from the actual experience of the fragrance. But anyway, we're not getting too many notes with this fragrance. They're giving us sage in the top, leather in the mid, with a base of cedarwood. We're just gonna jump into it. I'm gonna spray it right away, and we'll put it on skin as well. Oh, these sprayers are a little, I can't get behind it. It's just like the Good Girl one. Like, atomizer check. Ooh, it's kind of, okay, that's better. Leather wear. Okay, let me spray it on the skin. That was me jumping to conclusions. Okay, yeah, the leather is definitely there, but I just got this blast of sweetness in the air. Okay. Yeah, definitely very, very leather forward. I didn't really know, you know, sometimes we see leather in fragrances and it's really just some sort of like very minimal supporting background note. This is definitely a leather fragrance. It's actually really nice because there is sweetness. Like, I got that big like smack in the face in the air of sweetness, but it's not really that sweet. It's just enough to kind of take away the edge from the leather. That is really nice, actually. Wow. This is why we don't go into things with biased opinions, guys. Like, we can always be surprised. Okay, on the skin, it's a bit of a different story. On the skin, I'm getting way less leather, and it's more of this kind of like clary sage balm vibe, you know, very typical in men's designer fragrances. It's a lot of clary sage, very fresh feeling. I'm not really getting too much leather. Maybe there's lavender in here too. I'm getting something kind of soapy clean. Oh man, okay, it's still nice. I will say there's not that many like leather dominant fragrances in the designer world. And I think that this can be a really nice contender. Yeah, it smells way better on the strip than on my skin, but please take this with a grain of salt how things smell on my skin, because I am a woman and everyone's pH is different regardless, but there is a big difference between a woman's skin and a man. So generally when I smell things on men, they come off a bit warmer and darker for some reason. And sometimes a little bit less sweet. Like, usually on my skin, things are sweeter. I'm just gonna smell my skin from now on. Yeah, I mean, the leather is definitely there, but it's not like a super punchy, it doesn't smell like ombre leather. It doesn't smell like so dominant, but it is there. But it's really more of a clary sage fragrance than a leather scent. A bit of this kind of like greenness too, like kind of a green leather. And it's funny how I just said it smells a bit clean in the opening. Now I'm kind of getting more of this leather coming through, and It smells a bit rugged, but not in like a bad, dirty, animalic way, but in like that sexy cowboy type of way, which is really nice, but can be extremely situational and also can vary very differently from person to person. I feel like you just have to have a really specific personality to pull off that type of leather fragrance. Like, you have to be a sexy cowboy. It doesn't really smell like anything new, but it could be a good option for people that want a soft, wearable leather scent that isn't so sweet. Like, it's not an eau de ombre leather. There's no vanilla. There definitely is more in this than clary sage, leather, and cedar, but it's really not too complex or anything like that. There's nothing really gourmandy about it, too sweet. It smells very masculine, and I don't know how similar this is going to be to like the original Bad Boy. Watch the original Bad Boy just be a leather fragrance, and I have no idea. That's so bad. I don't know if I'm the only one that's like this. I always try to have a very broad knowledge of fragrances. Like, I go out and test fragrances multiple times a week. I'm always buying a lot of fragrances, but there's just some lines that I have not gotten into for some reason. For me, it's Bad Boy, and it's also the like Burberry Hero line. And well, I did get into the Prada Luna Rosa line, and I'm just not impressed by any of those. So that's why I never talk about them on my channel, but I need to get into Burberry Hero and I need to get into Bad Boy. I am interested to try more from this line, and I will say that I am way more impressed with the flanker that I have in my collection, which honestly I wanted to pull out to do a comparison for this video, but I can't find it. I really need to reorganize my collection. But I just remember when I smelled that one for the first time, like, that got a real reaction from me. I believe it's the Cobalt Intense. I'm gonna put a picture of it on the screen with the name so you guys know what I'm talking about, but I remember when I smelled that one for the first time, it was like, oh, that's so good. This is nice. I don't think that it's really that fantastic. I think that you have to be a big lover of leather. I don't think this is going to be a go-to for most people. It doesn't seem very versatile. It is wearable. It's not like super challenging or anything like that, but it just seems like, when are you gonna wear this? Maybe the nighttime, maybe for a date? In the winter, when it's cold? I don't see this being so easy to grab for, which is not always the worst thing. I'm not against situational fragrances whatsoever. I love my nighttime fragrances. I love my daytime fragrances, my beach fragrances. Any time and place I have a specific fragrance for, but it doesn't really blow me away. It's not my favorite out of a lot of the new releases that we've seen come so far this year. So, and hopefully we'll see some more. I still have a couple first impressions to do, so look forward to those. We have the Valentino Born in Roma Extra Dose that my review will be going up shortly of. But guys, that was just a very, very quick, a bit of a letdown. I feel like I'm being a bit dramatic. Like, it's really not that bad. I don't feel like it smells horrible, it's disgusting, I don't want to smell it on a man. And it's getting kind of smoother as it dries. I will say it's settling nicer, but all I can really say about this is that you need to try it in store on your skin. I don't think that this is going to be a love for a lot of people. I could be totally wrong, but that's just my opinion. At the end of the day, you just have to try it for yourself and trust your own nose. So that was just my very, very quick first impression review of the new fragrance from Carolina Herrera, Bad Boy Elixir. Please leave a comment down below if you are a fan of this line, the Bad Boy line, the Cobalt line, and which fragrance should I try next from Carolina Herrera? I would love to know what you think. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.